Welcome in to Game 15 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the craziest crawfish we know, the great folks over at Zappos. It is night 2 in Baton Rouge as we come to you from Skip Bertman Field in Alec Box Stadium. The Bananas and the Party Animals had a thrilling battle an evening ago, going all the way to tiebreaker showdowns, with the boys in black and pink coming away with a thrilling 5-4 victory to pull within 2 games of their arch nemesis, the Nanners. And now you look live in at the campus of LSU in the shadow of Death Valley. We have another tremendous show in store for you this evening. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us in virtual Banana Land. Alongside Josh Talevsky, I am Biko Scala, and Josh, it was another Reese Hampton-driven victory for the Animals last night.
Well, Biko, first of all, I will wish you a happy Big Tiger Friday here in the home of the Tigers in LSU.
Good point.
And you're exactly right. We had a really great ball game last night. The Party Animals were losers of 8 of their last 10 games, and finally, they got a much-needed victory. They were led by Reese Hampton offensively, comes up in the 9th inning down 1 point, and is able to collect the game-tying home run off of the World Tour's best pitcher last season in Danny Hosley. Then faces him again in showdowns and comes up with the go-ahead walk-off to get the Party Animals a much-needed win. And so tonight, they come in here in Baton Rouge, and they are looking to win 2 of 3, or 2 wins, and come away with their first series win since opening weekend in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Yeah, that's a great point. If they win tonight, they take the great state of Louisiana as they battle here in the capital in Baton Rouge. And boy, they would love to do that. The Party Animals have already claimed Florida. The Bananas have claimed Texas. And there are still 20 states, including Louisiana, on the line on the rest of this tour. But it could be painted black and pink this evening. And it's going to be a really thrilling show for us as well. We are going to have the hometown kid, Taj Porter, home state rather. We're about an hour away from Mandeville, Louisiana. We will have him on the mic with Drake Toll as well as Jake Lialios. It's going to be a blast to get him on the mic for the first time on the tour. And right now is when we ask the question, is he the most entertaining pitcher in Banana Ball?
He just might be. He is always moving the hips out there on the mound. Of course, had a pretty infamous Saturday Night Fever dance in Houston, Texas last weekend, and I'm sure he is going to be bringing all of the energy out there on the mound, of course, when he's mic'd up with us as well.
Yeah, there is just a chance we may get a mic on a Bananas batter against Lialios. That is if all the stars align tonight. And then we plan to have a mic on the Bananas closer, Austin Krasminski, as well. It's going to be a blast. This will be his first true closing opportunity should the Bananas get to the 9th inning with the lead, like they did last night when they handed the ball to Mr. Reliable, normally, Danny Hosley. Krasminski had the save opportunity on night 2 in this tour when the Nanners were up 3-2 in Tampa, and the Party Animals rallied for 2, ended up stealing that game.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting again. We saw kind of a different way that the bullpens operated last night. It's been the Bananas bullpen that has been so sturdy over these last couple of games, and the Party Animals bullpen has kind of lacked in a couple of departments, especially control. But they worked very quickly last night. Garrett DeClue with 2 minutes and 13 seconds in his 7th inning, and Drew Gillespie getting the Party Animals to showdowns in less than 2 minutes out on the mound last night, and of course getting the showdown shutdown. And then Danny Hosley, unfortunately, suffered his first blown save of the season.
Yeah, when you get 9 innings of Banana Ball as well as a round of showdowns in, and you do it all in less than 2 hours, I mean, that is what this entire sport is all about. We had 8 trick plays, only 2 of them missed. Really great college debut for Banana Ball. We'll see how it all turns out in round 2. Now, Josh and I will have highlights from last night's game coming up in a little bit, as well as Drake Toll catching up with Reese Hampton on a groundbreaking interview, a can't-miss interview. Technology in broadcast sports will be changed by what you see between Drake Toll and Reese Hampton in a little bit. Before we get to any of that stuff, we have to get it down to the field because we are about to see a banana presented to over 11,000 folks here in Louisiana. Jesse Cole, you have the mic, my friend.
Fans, one more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Nora!
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, please direct your attention to right center field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason, to party. Here come the party animals. Let's meet the starting lineups for the party animals. Leading off in center field, Reese Hampton. At DH, number 8, Bryson Bloomer. In left field, Jake Skoll. The catcher, Dalton Cornett. At third base, Noah Fisher. In right field, Tanner Tinder Thomas. At shortstop, Chase Inca. The extra hitter, hometown boy, Taj Porter. At second base, Dustin Bieber. And at first base, Jason Swan. On the mound for the Party Animals tonight, 777 Garrett Delano. The Party Animals are managed by Mike Pavlov of Aces, assisted by Isaac Hess and Anthony. How you doing, Coramado?
Yes, yes, yes.
Having a whole lot of fun. Can I hear some noise for Callan? We're on our way around the bases. Make some noise for Callan. He's rounding second base. The Party Animals are throwing the ball all around the field. Reese Hampton has the ball. He's going to throw it to third base. And Noah Fisher can't handle it. We're on our way home, ladies and gentlemen. We're still at a fast pace. He can do it. He needs to hear your voices. The throw is long. He's almost there. He's almost there. Here comes the throw. He's going to be save it, home plate. Put me down, clowns. Home run for Callan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to learn the rules of our game.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and in Banana Ball, we have 11 rules. Rule number 1, every inning.
And we're back up into the broadcast booth. Okay, before we push forward on this pregame show, we have to run through the 11 rules of Banana Ball. That would be 11 rules of Banana Ball. I just kind of rolled that all into one. Here are the rules. Give them to them, folks.
Sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. In Banana Ball, points are the most important. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, no stepping out. If you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. On any pass ball, wild pitch, or any pitch, a batter can take off and try to get first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. Walks are boring. So in Banana Ball, it becomes a ball for sprint. And the batter will take off and advance to as many bases as he wants until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Stay in the dugout or stay in your position. Let's play ball. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. You got that right. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings or when time expires, we don't just play extra innings in Banana Ball. It goes down to an ultimate duel, which we call the showdown. It is pitcher versus hitter with one fielder, and the hitter has to score. If both teams tie the first showdown, then it goes down to just pitcher versus hitter with no fielder. And finally, if we're still tied after 2 showdowns, the third showdown is pitcher versus hitter, one fielder, and bases loaded, and all the runs count as a point. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge Rule. Not only does each team have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field, but for the first time in sports history, you, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the Golden Batter Rule. Now, for the first time ever, a team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup, the best pitcher versus the best hitter at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
Simple enough, right? It's baseball, but 11 additional rules. Okay, now let's see what happened last night right here in Alec Bach Stadium in what was one of our best Banana Ball games across the 14 we have had so far on this young tour. Starts off where the game started off. First batter of the contest, Reese Hampton looking for extra bases. Danny Hosley, full extension, says no, sir.
Lays out and makes a phenomenal grab, and he wasn't done either. He gets on the trick play defense as well, tipping that one up to himself for his first trick play of the tour.
Unfortunately for the Nanners, in between those 2 great plays, a trick play missed by Gabe Howell. That meant Dalton Cornett got to hit in the first inning, and he took advantage of that opportunity. 2-run shot. It would hold up. Party Animals win the inning as the fans catch that foul ball for an out to make it a 1-2-3 frame. Animals up early.
And in the second, Dustin Baber would lift this one out to deep right field. Tanner Thomas would tag and score for the Animals. Their Party rocking behind the plate, and in the bottom half, Rack, does he leave the yard? No, it's a no-fly zone for Brett Helton and the Party Animals. They're up 2 points.
Good piece, nothing to show for it. Here's a good piece with a single to show for it. Bill Leroy leading off the 3rd inning with a base knock. He's fired up. Jackson Olsen, well, he's just Ken.
The walk-up was Knuff for Jackson Olsen, and D.R. Meadows made sure he had his accessories, which he used to poke that one into right field for the Bananas.
Yes, a little quirky over there at first base. Gets that guy some oil. Now a shot to left field. Ryan Cox with the inning winner. It is a 2-1 game as the ball's handed off to Andy Archer.
Andy Archer was phenomenal entering in this game, gets the strikeout, and celebrates with the selfie. Taj Porter celebrates walking up to home plate by throwing beads into the crowd. The Louisiana native, however, down on his luck with a strikeout as Dustin Baber would go down via the K as well. A strikeout at the side for Archer.
Bottom half of the inning, D.R. Meadows leading it off. He steals first base, second time he's done that on the tour. He was not content with just one swiped bag. Some Amelia Bedelia action. He's going to steal another. He ends up on third after a bizarre obstruction call. It really had no consequence, though. Michael Deeb sends him home, and our game's tied.
And Andy Archer back out on the mound in the 5th inning. Ryan Cox deep in the hole at shortstop. Comes up with a terrific play, shows off the airbender hair, and Chase Acuff, the party animal shortstop, turns his back and goes between the legs with a great trick play.
5th inning, the only game of the night where a point wouldn't be scored, so obviously we've got to see the action in the 6th. Andy Archer holds serve in the top half. Bottom half, Cox reaches on the trick play, missed. And D.R. Meadows puts the nail in the coffin. First lead of the night in points for the Nanners.
And the Bananas celebrating with a little TikTok action. Now in the top of the 7th, Dustin Baber chugs a beer and goes first pitch single into center field off Zach Phillips.
Jason Swan the other way. That'll be an infield single. A lot of English on that one. So 2 straight hits for the Animals. Quick pitch of Reese Hampton. He sends it towards EJ, just out of reach of his diving attempt. That'll be an RBI double. And then Noah Fisher goes the other way as well. Bloops it out of the reach of a full extension Reese Alexiadis. 4 straight hits, 4 runs would come in the inning in total. Plenty for Garrett DeClue, who is back flipping while Bryson Bloomer makes the catch. We're tied at 3 after 7.
But in the bottom of the 8th, the Bananas would rally against the Party Animals. It starts with Reese Alexiadis coming off of the bench and roping one into the left field corner. You see him celebrating at second base. And Rack, just 2 batters later, would collect his second walk-off of the tour. The Bananas would go up 4 points to 3 heading into the final frame.
Danny Hosley on the bump to try and close it out, but Reese Hampton able to climb the ladder. Heater just about in his eyes. Moonshot gone. Scrapes over the wall and right out of the reach of Alexiadis. The game is tied at 4 points apiece, and we're going to showdowns where we've got a rematch.
And Reese Hampton would get the better of Danny Hosley yet again, hitting this one into right field, rolling all the way to the wall. And Reese Lightning, he's got wheels. He would score the go-ahead walk-off.
Drew Gillespie gets soft contact from Dan Oberst. In the bottom half of round 1 in showdowns, Chase Acuff hauling it after the ball, gets the relay to Gillespie in plenty of time, who flips it to Cornett. Party Animals winners 5-4 in thrilling fashion in showdown. So now they are 6 and 8, and of course, who else but Reese Hampton was the showman of the night? Drake Toll caught up with him earlier, and as I said, this is a wacky one. Let's see what they had to say.
With Reese Hampton. Reese was the showman of the night last night. Reese, you hit a home run to tie the game there late. Talk to me about it.
Well, there's only one goal in the mind, and that was to hit a pull side homer, from the beginning. I had a few singles in there in the beginning of the game, and just time for a deep drive to right field, and that's what we got.
Reese, to be able to come back and win a game. Oh my gosh, look at that. We are now in space. Reese, to be able to come back and win a game like that where you're down by 1 going into the top of the 9th, that's got to be good for the confidence.
Absolutely, man. The boys needed someone to, have a big hit, and I was just glad to be in the right spot, the right place. Wow, look at this.
Oh, Reese, we're running for Tiger. There's a Tiger right behind us. We got to run away really quickly. Reese, how much more confidence does this give you for the rest of Baton Rouge? And how much does it sound like a tone for the fans, too, to be Party Animals?
Well, I think Baton Rouge might be, future place for me because I just love it here. Great baseball community, great baseball fans, and, just a short porch in right field. So we love that.
Reese Hampton, showman of the night. Look, Reese. The Pyramids.
The Pyramids.
Beautiful interview. Hey, we'll see you guys back in the booth.
What a roller coaster ride of emotions that journey was. Now we want to shine a light on Taj Porter because he is a Mandeville, Louisiana native from just over an hour away, played college for 3 years at Southern University right here in Baton Rouge. And when our good folks in the control room get you the video, you see he has been one of the most entertaining banana ballers on this tour.
I mean, your eyes are glued to him whenever he is on the field of play.
The best
a lot of unique
catching poses from Taj Porter
been nothing but a blast to watch. And we also saw, even last night, a very unique walk-up, throwing beads into the crowds. And he's been a big contributor in this Party Animals lineup when he's been healthy. Of course, he's got 2 hits against Danny Hosley, one of the tour's best pitchers this season. And the Party Animals' bottom of the order has kind of ebbed and flowed this season, but Taj Porter has helped them stay pretty consistent throughout this tour.
We will have a mic on Taj in the second inning of this ball game. He's been a big reason why the offense for the Animals has been terrific. And the offense for the Nanners showing up as well across these last two games. 17 of the last 18 innings played, there has been a point scored in. Here you look at the last 18 innings, it's been wild.
And you've got a couple crooked numbers for the Party Animals, of course, because they don't have the benefit of the walk-off. So they're trying to score as many runs as possible in the inning to ensure that they're getting the point. And of course, in Houston, Texas on March the 9th, there was a point scored in every inning of play. We had hardly ever seen that happen in Banana Ball before, and I think that may come to an end tonight, though, in the pitching matchup between Garrett Delano and Ethan Skujay. This is the third time that these guys have faced off in 2024, and across each of these guys' 10 total innings, Party Animals have only scored 4 total runs against Skujay, and the Bananas have only scored 2 total runs against Garrett Delano.
We have seen the lineup that Skujay has to deal with. Meadows at the top for the Nanners, Howell behind him, then Dan Oberst. Now let's catch up with the rest of the Bananas lineup going against Delano.
Vitamin Deeb. In left field, number 18, Danny Hosley. Behind the plate, number 3, Eric Jones. In right field, number 15, Reese Superman Alexiades. At first base, number 17, Brandon Showtime Crosby. At second base, number 8, he's our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. And at shortstop, number 6, he's our glove magician, Ryan Cox. On the mound for your Bananas tonight, number 37, Ethan Skujay. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant and Ray Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here, to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Elizabeth Burris.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Burris.
It is Game 15 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the trendiest Tigers we know, our buddies over at Zappos. The Savannah Bananas are 8-6. The Party Animals 6-8, but a win away from taking the great state of Louisiana tonight. Let's get a look at how the Bananas will align defensively as they look to even up the series here in Baton Rouge. From left to right in the outfield, it is Danny Hosley, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield shows you Gabe Howell, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Brandon Crosby. Behind the dish, it is Eric Jones Jr., and on the mound is Ethan Skujay.
Brandon Crosby, as a rookie here in Banana Ball, has been fantastic in the trick play department. He's making his 7th start at first base on this 2024 tour, and he'll be looking to get up to double-digit trick plays on this tour. Meanwhile, another rookie to focus on, Reese Alexiadis, collected his first trick play in Houston, Texas last weekend, starting to feel like he's getting very comfortable in getting acquainted with trick plays. Hopefully he'll be able to get 1 or 2 tonight, manning right field.
Let's zoom in on Skujay on the bump, the pride of Victoria, British Columbia. A deadly 5-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, and splitter, and he is striking out 1 batter per every inning pitched.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and the Party Animals are batting just .226 on the season against Ethan Skujay. In his last start, he went 5 innings, only allowed 2 hits to the Animals and 2 earned runs while collecting 6 strikeouts across 85 pitches, and he averaged 4 minutes and 2 seconds per inning pitch. But 2 of those innings, they were thrown in less than 3 minutes for Skujay, and he's been 8% better than the tour average pitcher early on here in 2024.
And time to look at the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. For all 15 games, it is led by Reese Hampton, the center fielder at the top. Bryson Bloomer moved up to the 2-hole, DHing. Jake Skoll in the 3-hole in left field, due up as well. Then cleaning it up, Dalton Cornett. Noah Fisher, Tanner Thomas, Chase Acuff behind them. And at the bottom, Taj Porter, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Here's Jesse Cole.
On 3, I need everyone here to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Another
Leading
battle
off for
in the Big Raggedy. Party Animals 5-4 winners in showdowns last night. 9 innings and 1 round of tiebreaker showdowns, an hour and 58 minutes in total. A mad dash from start to finish. We'll see what the rematch here in the capital of Louisiana has for us. Skujay misses up and out. Hampton, the switch-hitting center fielder, was phenomenal last night. 3 hits, ended up a triple short of the cycle as he fouls that one off of Eric Jones Jr., who seems to be A-OK, and ended up having the game winner in showdowns as well.
He entered last weekend in Houston 0 for his last 15, and in these last 2 games for Reese, he is 5 for 8 with 3 runs scored, a double, a home run, 3 runs batted in, and a stolen base as well for the Party Animals. Exactly what you want from the top of the order.
He's worked the count even to 2-2. Splitter goes awry there for Skujay. And the count goes full. 93 miles an hour with the fastball, according to TrackMan. Here's the payoff. Just misses. Skujay wanted the call. Missed with 91 there. Reese Hampton challenging the Banana sprint defense. And he's rewarded with 2 bases. Remember, on ball 4, all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch it before it's live. That is Reese's tour-leading 9th ball 4 sprint of the season.
And you've got nothing to lose leading off the game and using your speed, trying to be aggressive and get into second base there. Great work by Reese Hampton, channeling his inner buddy Jake Skoll and getting into second base here as Bryson Bloomer now comes up to bat. His first start batting second for the Party Animals this year.
He swapped spots with Noah Fisher, who was in the 5-hole tonight. Bloomer was in the 5-hole yesterday. This one in on the hands. Olsen attacking it, and he'll grab it. It's a big first out for Skujay as Hampton still put it second.
And I think when we look back at Reese Hampton getting into second base on the ball 4 sprint, what's kind of been different for the Party Animals this year as compared to 2023, Party Animals batting just .232 in the first inning. Last year they batted well above .300 in the first, scored a lot of points, and the points in the first have been far and few between for the Animals. Luckily, they were able to claim one last night, which gave them a lot of momentum. They're going to try and do that again here tonight.
Jake Skoll, the former first-round draft pick, with a terrific young tour thus far. 288, a 383 on base percentage, 13 runs scored. His 3rd most overall. Just trails Acuff and Mitchell. And he's one extra base hit behind Reese Hampton for the tour lead. That changes here. Reese will score easily. Skoll's thinking about 3 bases. The relay from Olsen, not in time. 7th extra base hit of the season for Skoll, his first triple, and the Animals strike first. They've got a run.
Well, we touched on it last night for the Party Animals. Jake Skoll, very aggressive, always a guy looking to get 2 bases on a ball 4 sprint, and when he hits them in the gaps, usually most of the time, he is thinking triple. Now, he's got to be aware of how the outfielders are playing it to see if he can get 3 bases out of it. But great hustle from Jake Skoll. Party Animals have a chance for multiple runs here in the top of the first.
They had a helmet on the pride of Woodstock, Georgia. That relay from the grade 8 ended up right off the noggin of Skoll. Now Dalton Cornett is started with a splitter for a strike. And a beautiful bender. Curveball down and in. Cornett quickly behind 0-2. He homered last night in the first inning. 2-run shot off of Ryan Kellogg to start the scoring for the Animals. Bananas playing halfway in the infield, as that is a monster strikeout. The splitter is devastating there for Skujay. 2 away.
Yeah, it's only the 3rd strikeout for Dalton Cornett through his first 14 games, and he only struck out in 5.3% of his total plate appearances across the 2023 tour. So really masterful job there by Ethan Skujay in getting that massive second out.
Noah Fisher now. Front door cutter, he fouls it away. Count even at 1-1 on the Animals' third baseman. Loop towards right center. It's going to drop down in front of Meadows. Clutch piece of hitting for Fish. And back-to-back nights here in Baton Rouge, the Animals have a 2-run first.
Noah Fisher now has a hit in 5 of his last 6 games for the Party Animals, and he came into the night batting .429 in the first 3 innings. And again, you see the hot starts that he continues to have early on in these Banana Ball games.
Tanner Thomas, we've already made it to the 6th hole. He loops one into shallow left, but Ryan Cox has a beat on it, bare hands it, and that is his tour-leading 29th trick play to put an end to the bleeding.
Ryan Cox didn't have many opportunities for trick plays last night for the Bananas. Now gets this pop in the shallow outfield grass and doesn't even need a glove to come down with his first trick play of the night.
The last airbender of Baton Rouge with a doozy, the glove magician jogging off the field as Garrett Delano and the Party Animals take over. Let's look at the defense behind the 3rd-year Party Animal on the bump for the boys in black and pink. Left to right in the outfield, you see Skoll, Hampton, and Thomas. In the infield, 3rd to 1st, Fisher, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Behind the dish, it is Dalton Cornett, and there is Delano with the cowboy hat on the bump.
And it was Acuff, Baber, and Swan who collected the 4 Party Animals trick plays last night. Acuff now has tied Baber for 2nd place on this 2024 World Tour. And Noah Fisher, he's getting less playing time at 3rd base with Bryson Bloomer now back, but he's been overall pretty solid in the trick play department with 3 on the season. We'll see if he can get his first multi-trick play game tonight.
Let's get a quick glance at the numbers for Garrett Delano in his 3rd World Tour. They are video game-esque. He's been dominant.
Yeah, Garrett Delano has always had hot starts across his 3 Banana Ball seasons, and in his last start, he threw across 5 frames but was credited with 4 innings pitched due to a walk-off, allowed 5 hits to the Bananas, only 1 earned run, and struck out 6 Bananas. And thanks to a lightning delay, the game was called early. Garrett Delano came away with the complete game victory, and it was his first win since April 2nd, 2022 for the Party Animals.
In all 15 games, D.R. Meadows has led it off. Gabe Howell making a home for himself in the 2-hole. Dan Oberst has been in the 3-hole for all 15 games as well. Michael Deeb cleaning it up. And then behind them, it is Danny Hosley, Eric Jones Jr., Reese Alexiadis. In the bottom 3, Brandon Crosby, Jackson Olsen, and Ryan Cox. Delano pounds the zone. Just like Skujay, a 5-pitch mix. Delano 2-seam, 4-seam, and cut fastballs. We'll mix in a curveball and a changeup for the off speed, as that is a tremendous take by Meadows on the cutter just a pinch outside. DR's been the best hitter on this young tour, leading in both batting average and on-base percentage as Delano tries to front door a curveball, misses by a bunch. This one fouled right side, it'll be off the netting. Meadows hitting .438, reaching base at a .491 pace.
And he's reached base safely in the first inning, 7 in 7 of the first 14 games as well for the Bananas. An excellent table setter.
Makes sense. The on-base percentage nearly 500 in the first inning. Right on the dot, it is at 500. We'll see if the fans end this. They won't have a chance. Bounces foul. And a great battle here between Delano and Meadows. Garrett working quickly. Another foul ball. Delano out of Callahan, Florida. Meadows from Vidalia, Georgia. Another ball cranked foul. Now the fans could end the at-bat. They do not. What a back and forth. This one squibbed to the right side. Swan underhand to Delano. Not in time. Lathan, the kid umpire, says the dock snuck in. And we'll see if the Party Animals challenge.
Saw some arms up in that Party Animals dugout, waiting to see if they go for the challenge, but we know that these teams don't love using the challenges too early in ball games and possibly winding up in a situation where if they don't get it overturned, they lose their challenge for the remainder of the game.
Well, as you saw right there, the Animals certainly should challenge it. Delano beat Meadows by just a step. Instead, it will be an infield single. And just like that, the inning tying run in the box in the form of Gabe Howell. Back up the middle, past the dive of Baber. Meadows going station to station. And now Dan Oberst will represent the inning winning run. And really 2 through 4 in this order, the only guys that Delano has not dominated so far on the tour.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Gabe Howell batting .333 against Garrett Delano early on in the tour. For Oberst, he's got the exact same mark as well. And Michael Deeb, he is 2 for 4 to start the tour against Delano as well. These are the only 3 guys batting .300 or better against the righty.
He really beat Meadows as well. Just an unfortunate call on a bang-bang play. Baber will grab that little floating liner as Garrett wins the battle against his jiu-jitsu sparring partner. Oberst back to the dugout, and now Michael Deeb, the extra hitter, who has been a consistent man in the cleanup spot for the Nanners now that we've settled into a groove on this young tour.
And I think the Bananas like batting him here as well because he's the first left-handed batter you get to break up facing DR, Gabe Howell, and Dan Oberst, all righties. And for Deeb lately, walk-offs in each of his last 2 games, and both of them doubles.
Former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer. This is his 4th Banana Ball World Tour. That's as many as we've had, as that'll be a wild pitch. Cornette not able to handle the bouncer. That pushes Meadows to 3rd, and Howell up to 2nd. See what the Party Animals do. Looks like they're going to keep the infield back. With the 2-run lead, they will trade it out for a run. It's a beautiful back foot curve. Actually, that was a cutter coming in at 84 miles an hour according to TrackMan. Now a big 2-2. Count runs full, ball 4 here. Will tie the inning because a sprint will score Meadows and Howell easily.
And again, we know how disciplined of a hitter Michael Deeb is. I feel like he's already treating this like it's a final inning situation. Just trying to battle here against Delano and hoping that he'll miss outside, inside, just not pound one into the strike zone and get Deeb a ball 4 sprint that would tie this inning at 2 runs.
Bouncer to 2nd. Baber will bounce it to 1st. Trick play for Derek Ginger. He takes sole possession of second place in that department. 22 now on the season, one ahead of his shortstop, Chase Acuff. And the Nanners cut the inning lead in half, but the Animals get a huge second out. Now the fate of the frame in the hands of Danny Hosler. He's ahead 1-0. One count. Danny Do-It-All started in right last night, closed the game on the mound for the Bananas, starting in left tonight. You can put him anywhere on the diamond. He'll be one of your best fielders no matter what.
He's also one of the best hitters in situations with runners in scoring position, but locks this one into foul play. Jason Swan will range over near the Bananas dugout and come away with the catch. The Party Animals, for a second straight night, claim the first point of this ball game.
With the Animals up, let's send it to their correspondent, Drake Toll with Taj Porter.
Taj Porter of the Party Animals. I'm Drake Toll with you in beautiful Alex Box Stadium. Taj, home. The word home. By the way, the Bananas falling short here early. Bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off for them. But that to you, Louisiana. You're looking around. What do you think about it?
It's home. It's home.
That's what I said. But how do you, like, what are other words you would use?
Great. The best. I don't know what else to say, man. It's kind of speechless, you know.
What are the? Can I tell you? I walk into a stadium like this, playing the college series, playing in a collegiate venue for the first time. Almost makes me emotional because the energy, right?
Yeah.
What kind of emotion has come for you just being back in Louisiana, being in Baton Rouge, being on LSU's field?
Man, it brings back a lot of memories playing here in college and all these fans. I said until I die, man, Louisiana's the best fans no matter what it is.
One of the coolest things I think I saw the entire weekend is on our itinerary. This is kind of peeling the curtain back. It said, Taj's friend is cooking lunch on Tuesday. Can you walk me through what it meant by Taj's friend is cooking lunch?
One of my old teammates' dad boiled some crawfish for us. And one of my partners had brought some jambalaya, so I got to introduce the guys to a little bit of Cajun food. And man, there wasn't nothing left.
Taj, I'm having too much fun. Let's keep it right here. Chase Acuff steps into the right-hand batter's box for the Party Animals, and Taj Porter steps into the on-deck circle as Ethan Scujay's back out on the bump for the Bananas. We're going to keep Taj mic'd up, and we're going to keep it right in front of the dugout here at Alex Box. The Party Animals lead at 1-0 early. Taj, you still got me. Oh, he's taking all the beads off. He was given a plethora of beads there as Acuff has quickly gone ahead 3-0. Looking for another 4-ball sprint here. Scujay's already given out one of them. This one right down the pipe. Taj, give me your favorite Louisiana word.
My favorite Louisiana word?
Yeah.
It's not really a word, but we always say it is yearn. We say it after everything. Yearn.
Is yearn?
You heard me.
That's strike three. That's probably a pretty good call there from Vincent. You heard me. And that means that Taj Porter is headed to the plate. He's got the biggest thighs in Banana Land, and this guy calls it home. Listen to the crowd when they call out Taj Porter. I mean, these folks have gone nuts all weekend. They know that he's the hometown kid, grew up here, played some ball at Southern. And the first pitch from Scujay, big swing and a miss. Taj, what'd you see right there?
Little heater up. Let's try and see something down here.
Look at heater up again there, Taj.
Yep.
All right, what's your approach? 0-2?
No.
How close was that?
That was down.
Yeah, it was. This guy's good. This guy's got it.
It's all right. Put something in play here.
Hey, Taj, here's the good news. Look, good break. Good break. The good news is you can come right back here and sit by me. We can keep the whole show
going.
Shout out
Scooge. I don't know where he pulled that out of.
Yeah, Scujay does a little spin around and then drops an off speed in there.
We'll get him back.
Yeah, Taj, so what'd you see on that last pitch?
Little slider. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
But
I'll give
got myself in that position. Shouldn't have chased too.
That's all right.
Heater up. Heater up again. Oh, wow, okay.
Faber tosses the bat right over towards us. Count now moves to 0 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down here and nobody on for the Animals. Taj, you're talking about home, getting to have your whole family here. What's that part like?
Oh, it's great. I haven't seen them in a while since we moved back, or since I moved to Savannah. So being able to play here yesterday, it was actually my mom's birthday. So I got on my cleats, says happy birthday, Mom. A little customized Mardi Gras cleats. So, it was fun. And we got the win, so can't really complain.
I think my favorite part of the weekend is I had a guy come up to me and go, out here in Louisiana, we all been partying. I'm from the Southeast. I've been partying my whole life. I think it's the coolest thing I've heard all weekend.
That's what we do. We
Those
party.
are your people, man. Those are your people.
We
You
party
did that.
down here. Oh, yeah.
That's Faber. Got him a couple strikes on him. See if you can make it work. What is it? I mean, give me the difference. You go from playing regular baseball to this. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a big change. Obviously you could tell by that last at bat. The speed of it is so much faster. So it's a lot. There's a lot of talented people out here, and to be able to do it at this level and be able to entertain, it's honestly a skill.
Ginger Ninja, work the count full. Payoff pitch from Scujay.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, kid.
Get through.
And it's up
Good
the
job,
middle for a
Baber.
base hit. Baber, see if we get a little two-out action for
Boy,
the
Baber.
Animals. Taj, you mentioned the speed of the game. Is that the biggest difference? You see guys that walk in and they struggle pretty early on, and I don't think you're one of those. You adjusted to speed quickly. How do you do that?
Right. Man, I give it all to my teammates and Baba, my coaches, man. So it was, they really helped me with this. This is one of my favorite line dances, too.
Jason, so do it. Get up and do it. Get up and do the line dance. You got it. Taj Porter, as Jason Swan comes to the plate. That's one of the coolest parts playing a college venue so far, is the collegiate flair. Like, you're seeing a lot of Baton Rouge culture, Louisiana culture, the LSU style. Even though those students are on spring break, you still got a plethora of college kids that have packed parts of this place out, because a lot of them, I don't talk about what they're doing, but they go to Cabo San Lucas from Saturday to Thursday. Today being Friday, they're back in Baton Rouge. They're hitting up Tigerland tonight, and they're treating the Party Animals and the Bananas to a party. Taj, have you seen a lot of those old buddies of yours?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday there was so many of them here, and it was great to see the support. Old teammates, friends, everybody that's supported me on the way. Wouldn't be here without everybody.
On the 1-2 to Swanee. Oh, buddy. Hats off to Ethan Scujay, who gets out of the top of the second with no damage done for the Party Animals. We did some damage right here, my friend. From the field at Alex Box Stadium, Taj Porter, the hometown guy. Thank you, Taj.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys in the booth. Reluctantly, Josh and Bigo, take it away. Party on.
Thank you so much, Drake Toll and Taj Porter. That was an absolute delight. As you get another look at the comebacker snagged by Ethan Scujay. It was a barrel and a half. And the right conclusion to the at-bat as Scooch had a 94-mile-an-hour heater that caught a boatload of the zone on the previous pitch, and he didn't get the strikeout call.
I think normally when you saw Ethan Scujay catch that comebacker, that this is a guy you would think that's the most excited anybody's ever got about snaring a comebacker. But I raise you Ryan Rodriguez in Game 3 in Tampa Bay, Florida, snaring one from Jackson Olsen, coming right back to him and losing his absolute mind, limbs just flailing every which way. He was amped up.
That's a fact. Now Delano, after firing his warm-up pitches, is going to leave the mound. He left a chair up there. Sing-off currently going on here in Alex Box Stadium. Over 11,000 fans making up the 301st straight sold-out Bananas or Party Animals game. 300 in a row, including the Bananas. The Party Animals have a lone one in there. And it just really makes me want to dance with somebody. I really want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I think I want to dance with somebody. Maybe with somebody who loves me. Be nice.
Hit it on the head there.
There has to be some shenanigans afoot with the Animals here, since Delano has been replaced by a purple chair on the mound.
I heard the chair threw a really strong pen today. It was touching mid-90s.
Scujay type numbers. All right, let's see what's going on. that makes sense. In homage to Joe Burrow and the infamous cigar smoking video after he won a national championship for the LSU Tigers.
The day Joe Shiesty was born. And right after Garrett Delano comes out with that entrance, the entire crowd here in Baton Rouge chanting LSU. What a cool moment.
Go Tigers. Of course, that would be G-E-A-U-X.
Go Tigers.
There it is. Herb Jones Jr., former Seattle Mariners and Minnesota Twins minor leaguer, gets 4 pitches. They're all balls. And he will slam the brakes heading back to first base. The Party Animals get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order. The inning-winning run aboard, Malachi Mitchell in his 4th World Tour. The designated runner for the Nanners will immediately pinch run for EJ. Flash pacing all base runners with 12 steals in as many attempts.
He's got 4 stolen bases across his last 2 games for the Bananas, and it's included his 100th career banana ball stolen base.
Alexiadis quickly behind 0-2. Those were 2 dotted fastballs. Trackman had each of them at 90 on the dot, right on the outside corner. Alexiadis with a pinch hit double in the 8th inning last night. Nice piece of lumber here, but on the run. Jake Skoll will track it down. Skoll started the game in left. He's traded spots with Tanner Thomas. 100 miles an hour off the bat of the Pioneer League MVP from last year, but just a hard out. Now Brandon Crosby coming up to the dish, and he's making a journey into the stands. You are almost there, Brandon Crosby, and now you are there. He's made it all the way to the batter's box. A winding route. And now a big spot for Crosby, who had a pinch hit double 2 games ago in the 8th inning. That was in Minute Maid Park.
Yeah, Brandon Crosby continues to get stronger offensively for this Banana squad. Starting to draw some ball 4 sprints, and of course got his first banana ball extra base hit. He would love another here to walk off the frame and get Malachi Mitchell scoring.
Crosby 5 for 21 in his young banana ball career. Another product of the Pioneer League. Mechanicsville, Virginia native. Takes the heat for strike 1. And now the count even at 2-2. Delano battles back into it. Crosby spent time with the Ogden Raptors, Northern Colorado Owls, and Rocky Mountain Vibes in the Pioneer League last summer. Spent all of 2022 with the Owls. Chops this one towards the right side. Flash will make it up to second as Baber bounces it to first. Second trick play of the night, 23rd on the tour for Derek Ginger.
2 trick plays for Baber, and that was an impressive one as he's ranging over to keep this ball from rolling into the grass for a base hit. Still has banana ball feel, being able to bounce this one to Jason Swan, get him a successful feed, and still nail the speedy Brandon Crosby.
Now the inning-winning run in scoring position for Jackson Olsen. Backdoor cutter. Olsen loops it into right field. We're going to have a play at the plate. Flash streaking home. The throw from Skoll offline. The great 8 wins it. And we're knotted at 1 point apiece.
Jackson's first hit against Garrett Delano comes at the best time here in the second inning to walk off the inning and get the Bananas a tie in this game.
And how about the celebration at the dish? Looks like Cowboy Kyle Lewis got a pop to the jaw at some point inside the fracas. Another couple looks at the swing, and then the throw from Skoll as Malachi Mitchell comes on in to score. 1-1 after 2 innings. Let's get it down to Maceo Harrison and the boys for our player dance. What a job by Maceo Harrison with Brett Helton, Sean Fluke, Dalton Ponce, and Jake Lialios from the Party Animals, Malachi Mitchell, Christian Dearman, Alex Ziegler, and Noah Nisnik from the Nanners.
Well, we've seen Noah Nisnik dance it up on the mound all the time. When he's throwing, his hips are always moving. He's the perfect guy you want to get in on the player dance.
Jay will be out for his third inning of work. He's got the top of the order here. Game knotted at 1 point each. Reese Hampton will lead it off. He had a 2-base sprint and scored in the first inning. Hampton, the Charlotte, North Carolina kid. Went to college right in his hometown. 3 years at UNC Charlotte and was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in the 12th round of the 2018 MLB draft. 4 years of minor league baseball, the Tigers, and then the tail end of his minor league career, Diamondbacks organization. The center field camera fighting for its life here in the third inning. As Hampton battling at the dish, count now full.
It's the second time we've seen the count run full against Hampton and Skoujay tonight. We can continue to see this trend across the entire World Tour as Reese has given Ethan a lot of problems out there on the mound, batting .364 against the right-hander.
This is just two pros getting after it here. Hampton spent a couple years in the Atlantic League before becoming a full-time banana baller, but he's gassed up. Skoujay uses a 92-mile-an-hour heater, according to TrackMan, to grab his 4th strikeout of this young ballgame.
And when in doubt, Ethan Skoujay is going to go to the heater, and he decides to get Reese Hampton, elevate that swing just a little bit, and chase some high heat.
Well, we take another look at the strikeout, a cut and a miss from Bloomer on a bender down and away, who taps his own chest saying, "My bad." And now Skoujay will bring in Olsen, Cox, and Meadows for a choreographed dance. This is a doozy of a boogie as Bloomer sends it the opposite way and just out of the reach of Alexiadis. Bryson will about face and head back to first. Well-placed single.
Yeah, not sure if Reese Alexiadis was shaded more towards center field to try and get in on that 3-2-2 with Scooje and company. And unfortunately, it does not help the Bananas, but sure aids the Party Animals as Bryson Bloomer collects his first base knock tonight.
Cutting a miss from Jake Skoll. RBI triple his first time. Came around to score what was the deciding run in the first, as the Animals won it 2-1. Well, the 15th overall draft pick. First rounder back in 2010. Texas Rangers nabbed him. And 5 years in their farm system, 2 more as a New York Yankees minor leaguer. And then 4 years of SEC football. The big rival of these LSU Tigers, who is up in Athens at UGA. And is the 5th strikeout victim of Scooje tonight. Nasty bender there. Now it'll be Dalton Cornett, who was strikeout victim number 1 back in the first. Hot shot past the dive of Brandon Crosby. Bloomer is going to get a stop sign for Mike Vivacus at third. Smart move there. It'll be a double for Cornett. And 2 men in scoring position with 2 down for Noah Fisher, who had an RBI base knock his first time.
Brandon Crosby spent a lot of time in the Pioneer League playing second base and the outfield for a majority of the time. He's still getting a little acclimated to first base, and you can see there just a little bit of a late reaction at first base, and that one wound up being extra bases for Cornett.
Scooje jumps ahead. Noah Fisher, a donut hitter tonight. So if he strikes out, as that one just misses. He won't strike out. What a job by Gabe Howell digging that out. He makes a huge play to finish the side. That one 97 miles an hour off the bat with Noah Fisher. And Scooje with 2 straight scoreless frames. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole. We will have a very special guest in the booth when we come back. But for now, it's time for a Dizzy Derby.
And run all the way around the bases until at third they're going to have to get dizzy again. And to see who makes it home, this could be interesting. All right, gentlemen, on your bats. On your mark, head on the bat, and go. We're at 1. Put the bat on the ground. Bat on the ground, Thomas. 2, 3. Keep it going. 4. Keep it on the ground. 4.5. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, go, 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 run, here we go. Go, here we go, 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 you gotta go, it's home run time. Take a swing, here we go. Let's go, this could get interesting. That's all right, go, run. Oh, jeez. Okay, here he goes, Thomas is off to a great lead. And there goes Jimmy, up the middle, he's gotta catch him. Let the ball go, here we go. He's going around to third. Jimmy's coming up to Thomas. We could get caught up here, but we gotta go to the bat. It's to the bat now, grab the bat. Here we go, 10 spins again. 10, 9, keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go home. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? Here we go. Who's gonna get to home? Here comes Thomas. Jimmy's going. He's gonna touch home. It's gonna go down to the wire. And it's Thomas with the win. And there you have it. A little Dizzy Derby.
Photo finish in the Dizzy Derby. And the laughing you hear is from the Louisiana legend himself, Will the Thrill, Will Clark. Thank you so much for joining us in the booth, man.
Right there, we were laughing the whole time.
I'm surprised you weren't in that promotion.
No, I got fake hips, can't run no more.
All right, fair enough. Well, that might help you answer the next question, because you are one of the greatest collegiate baseball players of all time. We have a banana ball game going on, folks. There we go. All right, back in the action. There was a foul ball from Ryan Cox off camera. Quick 0-2 count on the Nanners shortstop. 10-1 and 2 here. And this one looped towards center. Hampton attacking. And behind the back! Are you kidding me? No look for his 6th trick play of the season.
Trick play number 6 for number 6, Reese Hampton, and he does it behind the back. A terrific trick play from the Party Animals center fielder, who again has showed such a diverse array of trick plays early on in this score.
I'm surprised we never saw any of those from you at first base across your 15 years of Major League Baseball.
It's tough enough catching it coming across the diamond. You know, that's the one thing that you got to absolutely love about, Bananas baseball is, seeing the trick plays, and these guys are doing on a run just like that right there. It's amazing how hard that play was. He made it look so easy.
He's now 2nd on the tour in trick plays for outfielders behind this guy, D.R. Meadows, who has the whole banana band, the man-nanas, and a plethora of his players as well coming through, waving towels.
That's the one thing I told all these guys, been with them for a few days now. It's the fact that, you get all that craziness going on around you, and then all of a sudden you got to flip a switch and, hey, I got a at-bat going on here.
Yeah, that's where it gets real wild. I'm sure you saw some similar scenes throughout your time playing baseball in the SEC. This one popped foul, and Jason Swan will grab it for out number 2.
Yeah, there was some silly things going on, playing baseball, but these guys, they take it to the next level, and it's great. I mean, it really is. I mean, you just look in the stands, you look how many kids are here, and, it's the next generation of our sport, and the Bananas are bringing that enthusiasm.
Now, are there any aspects of banana ball that you wish were around during your playing days?
You know what? I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed my playing days, so I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, but I can tell you one thing. The dancing and all that sort of stuff. Oh my God, we'd have had people drilled left and right. So,
that's what Dave Stewart told us too.
Exactly. I mean, it was an unwritten rule back then. None of that celebrating and all that sort of stuff. So, I get what the Bananas are doing, but I'd have had a few lumps at home plate because of it.
Diving stop, Jason Swan from his tuchus gets it over to Delano. And that is an exciting 1-2-3 frame as Delano holds serve. Another look at the diving play by Swanee over at first. You had a few of those in your career.
Yeah, no, he did a great job right there because, he did a great job getting on the ground and getting the ball, but then he landed on his butt, and it's like some of those are the hard throws, and he made it look easy. Pitcher got over there covered. I love his number, 777. I know you guys, they're going to be going to Vegas a little bit later this year. He'll fit right in with that.
Yeah, you like those. You like those out in Vegas. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Now you're a New Orleans man. Ended up playing college in Mississippi, and now you're here at the first ever Banana Ball games on a college campus here in your home state.
Yep.
I mean, this is a pretty special scene here.
It's an unbelievable scene, and last night they were taking some polls of people in the audience, and you had people from Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama here at the game. So it shows you how Banana Ball is spreading and how much enthusiasm there is.
And Will, you've been talking about spending time with a lot of these guys. I've heard you've been hitting the cage with them as well.
Yeah, we had a rain delay today as far as batting practice goes, so I was in the cage with the guys, getting a few swings in and getting a lot of questions from the guys about technique and some mechanics, and was really looking forward to answering the questions. They're a great group of guys.
Now, you are very familiar with Banana Ball because
ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Bananas,
2022 head coach of the Bananas, Eric Burns. So you've been keeping track of this thing for a few years. Is it wild for you how much it's grown in your time following?
You know what? It has. I mean, because, Eric and I were talking about it, a few years ago, and, that's when the popularity was really starting to come around. But then now to see what it's become, it's amazing in 2 short years. And Eric and I have talked about it the whole time, on our podcast, No Filter Network, on Tuesday nights. And, he was really trying to make it here. He's got his kids' game. He couldn't make it. So I said, don't worry, I'll come represent the gang.
We love it, man. And there is no filter. This is buttoned up Will Clark.
Yeah, you have
no idea what you'll hear.
Yeah, this is Will Clark without any Jack Daniels and going crazy.
we appreciate that. Tanner Thomas coming up to the dish being showered with powdered sugar. eating a beignet. I'm sure you've had a couple beignets.
No, had plenty of beignets. Matter of fact, my wife loves them for breakfast, so we'll have a few of those at the house.
You know, there's a lot of love for you in the chat. Ron said, we need you in the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God, that'd be fabulous. You know, that's the one thing I told a lot of people. You know, I didn't get in it to be in the Hall of Fame. I loved it for the challenge. And, you know, I was lucky enough to be in the College Hall of Fame and a bunch of other ones. And
yeah.
I'm a little short on the Major League Hall of Fame, but then a few years ago the Giants retired my number 22. So that is my Hall of Fame as of right now.
Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame, Louisiana, Bay Area.
Yep.
I mean, just to name a few.
Yeah, no, I got a few of the boxes checked, but
yeah.
You know, a lot of it had to do with, you know, being in the right place, right time. I mean, whereas, you know, the teams did real well. They were looking for, you know, somebody to be a leader and step up, and I just so happened to be there. And, you know, not only in college at Mississippi State, but then getting into the Giants organization and in a few short years being playoff and World Series competitors.
Oh, yeah. NLCS MVP in 1989. 4 top 5 MVP finishes.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think when you talk to former Major League Baseball players, they constantly say Will Clark when you ask who should be in the Hall of Fame. We hear your name a lot.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. You know, that's the ultimate compliment coming from, you know, your people you played games against the whole life, and you know, for them to speak up for me like that, that's unbelievable.
This one skied in the infield and behind the back. Ryan Cox, what a doozy of a trick play.
That's second time tonight. Second time he barehanded one. Now he's got the old behind the back.
And there's no better way for Ryan Cox to get to 30 trick plays on this 2024 tour than going behind the back. He just makes it look so easy out there. A true reason why he's the glove magician for this Bananas team.
It's unbelievable. And, you know, that's what we were talking about before. You don't know how hard that is. Not only catching it behind the back, he had to come a long way on the second base side of the bag and still get turned around and make that play. Unbelievable job.
That was some serious body contortioning that he had to pull off there, as swiping second base is Tanner Thomas. Nice jump. Taj Porter will strike out as Scujay grabs his 6th punch out. Now, we've talked about it. You're a Golden Spikes winner, one of the best college baseball players of all time. You just turned 60 years old.
Yes.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Scujay out there on the mound. You wouldn't be facing him. He just got a strikeout on a 93-mile-an-hour heater. But, I mean, I feel like this is a tailor-made night for a Will Clark banana ball debut.
We were talking about that. You know, it's like, well, first off, you know, being 60, that's first. But then second off, I just had my second total hip replacement last year. So running is out of the question. I can still swing the bat a little bit, but running is out of the question. And needless to say, in this game, you got to run a little bit.
That's a fact.
I mean, we just want to see that sweet swinging for the fences.
Well, you can come on down there to the batting cage tomorrow. You'll see it down there tomorrow. You know, the big thing, and I told a lot of guys, look, this is all about the Bananas, and I want them to showcase everything that they have, you know.
Oh, boy. Now a trick play missed at a terrible time for the Bananas. Ryan Cox trying to grab his 3rd of the night. It clings off of his wrist. And Tanner Thomas heads up, hustling all the way, will score from second with 2 outs.
Yeah, I can't believe the other runner at second didn't take off either. And, you know, unfortunate that he didn't make the play. But, hey, let's limit it to only 1 run, because we can come back and, you know, our half and, you know, get this inning under control.
So you consider yourself, in the great Bananas and Party Animals rivalry, a Bananas fan?
You know what? I'm a baseball fan. So, I mean, you know, we've talked about some of the guys on the Party Animals. I mean, really good swings. And, you know, then watching some of the guys, you know, with the Bananas and seeing their talent, it's a lot of fun having these two teams match up against one another.
Now, of all your former teammates throughout your Major League Baseball career, who would be the quintessential party animal?
There's a few of them. There's a few of them. There's a lot of guys I played with. You know, they couldn't wait. Uh-oh, that one's hammered.
Look out, Reese Hampton, warning track power.
Oh, yeah. No, there are a few guys that after 9 innings, they were all about getting them a Coors Light or a Jack Daniels. They were all about it.
It will be 1 run on the inning for Tanner Thomas and his party animals as Alexiadis tries to decide where he's going to throw this souvenir. Hey Baby O'Clock here in Alec Bach Stadium. Of course, this ballpark was not in existence during your SEC days. Alec Bach has been around since 2009. This is year 16 of its existence. And, you know, before Skip Bertman took over as the head coach of the LSU Tigers, the atmosphere that you see tonight and that you see at LSU games wasn't like what you're seeing here this evening, right?
No, you are definitely correct. Matter of fact, the old ballpark was beyond a left field foul pole about 500 or 600 yards, and if you'd catch one pretty good, you could hit it in the parking lot of the football stadium. And so, you know, before Skip Bertman got here, matter of fact, I even have pictures of people taking photos of me out of the third base dugout, and you can see down behind the dugout on the first base side, which was LSU's dugout, and it was like nobody in the stands.
Right.
And, you know, so to see the atmosphere that Skip Bertman created, and now with this new ballpark, not only seeing it from an LSU side of things, but also packing the Bananas fans in here like this, it's unbelievable.
This is a pretty cool scene here in Baton Rouge. Banana Ball's Louisiana debut. There's just something about this state.
You know what? It is. It's a great baseball state, a lot of talent. And then, you know, with LSU having as much success as they've had, you know, especially winning the World Series last year, people are baseball crazy here. And so, you know, everybody knowing that the Bananas were coming in town, man, this was a tough ticket to get right here, brother. I mean, I'm telling you.
Over 11,000 fans hey babying as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. We are locked at 1 point apiece. Party Animals won the first inning. The Bananas won the second. Now the Party Animals threatening to retake the lead. They got one run in the top of the fourth inning. It's going to be the meat of this Bananas order. 3, 4, and 5. Oberst, Deeb, and Hosley due to swing it against Delano.
Delano has some good stuff. We were talking about it in the dugout. You know, not overpowering, 89 to 91 right in that general vicinity, but everything he throws moves. I mean, he throws a nice sinker, a nice cutter, got a good change to go with it. And, you know, that's kind of old school baseball right there. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, nowadays these guys are throwing 95, but where you see it out there, when it gets on plate, it's in the same spot, you know. Guys like this make the ball move. It's like, uh-oh, it disappeared on me here.
And I think in Banana Ball as well, it's imperative for pitchers to really be good at locating pitches as well. And Garrett Delano can dot some balls on those corners.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, he's proven it already. You know, he had a little hiccup in one of the innings, but other than that, you know, he's been in pretty much total command.
Yanks that one outside. 3-1 count on his jiu-jitsu sparring partner, Dan Oberst. These guys beat the absolute tar out of each other in the gym and have had some really good battles on the Banana Ball field as well as the count runs full.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, LSU only has their main clubhouse. They don't have a visiting clubhouse, and so the Bananas and the Party Animals are actually having to get dressed in the weight room right now.
It is quite a scene out there. Nice batting cages there as well. I mean, it's an SEC facility.
Yeah, it's an SEC facility. There's 4 cages down there. The guys can get a lot of work in. And, you know, if they want to get in the gym, they can do that thing as well, too.
We've got the 2-time Silver Slugger, Will Clark, with us in the booth as Oberst earns himself a sprint. He will stop at one base. Great defense on the sprint there for the Party Animals. And when you talk about a lot of running involved, this is a big reason, especially for the outfielders.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, the outfielders got to get in there. They got a dead-on sprint coming, you know, but it's also a great thing, too, because, you know, I mean, it sort of helps you backing up bases and all that. I mean, you're always on the move. So, you know, these guys right here, like I said before, it's not easy, and to watch them do these kind of things, you know, it's kind of impressive.
Now to be Michael Vitamin Deeb. RBI ground out his first time. As he pops this one left side of the infield, Acuff emphatically makes the call and the catch.
Got in on him with one of those cutters he throws.
That's exactly right. In on the hands. And now Danny Hosley will try and square one of these Delano pitches up. Haas popped out in foul territory to first, his first time.
We were talking about this the other day, and it's kind of a major league thing, you know. I told some of the guys today we were in the batting cage, I said, you know what, I'd love to hit all day long when the video board shows the catcher where he sets up. And I go, that's like half the battle, trying to figure out in or out, you know? And I'm like, all you got to do is look on the board, you see where the catcher's set up. I'm like, and they go, man, Mr. Will, we didn't look at that. And I go, dude, I was trying to figure out any way to figure out where they were set up.
Never noticed that in my life. That's actually a heck of a tip. It doesn't help out Hosley. Bloomer catches this one as it, check that. Noah Fisher will grab it as it falls out of the sky. Now the fate of the inning in the hands of Eric Jones Jr.
See if he can get a gapper and let his man at first do some running.
Home run a couple ball games ago into the Crawford boxes in Houston.
You know, you guys talk about Houston. I know, you know, we talked about it a little bit earlier, and some of the guys talked about it, you know, being at Minute Maid and that atmosphere there at a Major League Stadium, you know. But I think that Bananas baseball is built for this kind of venue right here. You know, I mean, this college atmosphere and the kids, and, you know, it's really pretty special.
Well, I mean, every indication that I got from the players last night in the post-game dinner was they were feeding off of this kind of college energy just as much as they were 41,000 fans in Houston.
Exactly. So here's a perfect example. He yanks that sinker foul like by a mile here. He's just setting up this pitch away. He'll go away right here.
Yeah, that was 102 miles an hour off the bat of Eric Jones Jr., according to TrackMan. And he goes away and he gets the K.
There you go. So that's how you kind of beat the pitcher to the punch sometimes. Just know why he throws this pitch to set up the next pitch.
First strikeout of the night for Delano. It puts the Party Animals out in front. 2 points to 1. Let's get it down to Emily Cole for a Bananas Foster Family of the Night.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already making a difference in the foster care world, while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating Tony Pryor. Tony has been a single dad as a licensed foster family for 17 years. Every year, 20,000 teens age out of foster care at the age of 18 without having a permanent family. Tony has welcomed 11 teens into his family and has officially adopted 3 teenage boys. While living with Tony, he has made sure that these boys graduated high school and defied the odds against him. While supporting the foster care world, Tony has become a father and now a grandfather. Fans, please help us celebrate Tony and his family for all that they're doing right here in Louisiana in the foster care world.
The Bananas Foster Family group hug. Always one of the most special moments we ever have here in Bananaland. And as we still have the 6-time All-Star Will Clark with us in the booth, I mean, we're awful proud of our nonprofit, and it's very special. You have done a whole lot with your nonprofit in the world, in the autism community as well. We'd love to shine a light on that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm the spokesperson for Autism Speaks, and my son's here. Actually, he's in the Bananas dugout right now. He's a autistically challenged young man, but he's doing fabulous. I mean, doing great. And this right here, being around the guys, brings him out of his shell. So it's really a lot of fun, you know, to be a spokesperson for the autistic community. And then seeing like this right here, the Bananas Foster, this is unbelievable. Last night, the family got a great round of applause. It's the same thing right here. This is a cause that's definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, well, a big shout out to Trey. I mean, $1 million smile. Took what, a couple hundred swings today?
Yeah, he took at least a couple of hundred swings today. He was in there for a while, but yeah, no, I mean it really is good, and you know, every autistic young person that you deal with, you know, they have a special deficit, and you know, Trey's was in social interaction, and so now being around the guys, being around you guys, you know, it brings him out of his shell. It's like, hey, how you doing? How's everything? You know, and his social skills have gone way up above what I've ever thought of.
It absolutely warms the heart to hear. Will Clark, we cannot thank you enough for joining us in the booth, man. You got Trey and the guys down there who are yearning for your company, so we appreciate you spending some time with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you all so much. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing you guys.
Will.
We'll be here again tomorrow. I'm going to be in the cage with the guys again tomorrow, cutting up, having some fun.
I love it. And we'll see if we ever get a Will Clark banana ball.
There you go. There you go. Keep your fingers crossed.
Will the Thrill, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, sir.
There goes Will Clark. An unbelievable baseball player in his time. And how about that? Ryan Cox. Couple trick plays on the night. He goes full extension and robs Bryson Bloomer of a base knock.
Yeah, the first pitch of Kyle Lewig's night, and Ryan Cox backs the new man on the mound. Full extension right there, and is able to get Bryson Bloomer, who had a little bit of a slow start out of the batter's box for the Party Animals as well.
Yeah, Bloomer's still recovering from off-season surgery. That he came back from ahead of schedule, so he's not running 100%. And Cox taking advantage of it there. Slap a star next to that one in your scorebook at home. Cox with another opportunity. This time he boots it, and with Skoll's incredible speed, he's not going to have a chance to make that one up. That is a rare error for the Glove Magician.
Yeah, I think it's another one of those instances this season where we've seen Ryan Cox try and set up a trick play, thinking about it a little too much, and has a hard time getting it back to himself. It kind of caroms off of that glove. And so not a trick play missed for Ryan Cox, but just an error there.
Mentally, a trick play missed. Physically, an E6. If that makes any sense. Now Dalton Cornett. Booming double his last time. As that one just misses the outside corner. So the book closed on Ethan Skujay. He goes 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, and allows 3 runs. As this, a 4-6-3 double play. Olsen to Cox to Jones Jr. And a good start to Cowboy Kyle Lewig's relief appearance.
The double play that Kyle Lewis was looking for him. Kind of a back-and-forth defensive inning from the Bananas here. But Kyle gets out of the frame in 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Another look at the feed from the Great 8 to the Super 6. And to number 3, EJ at the end of it. Kyle thrilled. And we pop up into the broadcast booth for Big Tiger Friday as we are in Tigerland here in Baton Rouge. This is a tiger dog. It's a hot dog, but it's a big tiger dog. They literally call it tiger dogs down below. This is hot dog food review time here in the capital of Louisiana.
Feels like it's been too long since we did one of these, and I'm always excited to get in on a hot dog, I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Tiger dog. Excuse my verbiage.
Kind of tastes like a kielbasa. Like, kind of tastes like a sausage, right?
There's something about this dog that is different. But it looks like the standard dog.
Correct.
It has all of the regular traits. The size, the coloring.
It is a 9.2 out of 10 for me. I love it. It's like a hot dog that's actually a cousin of a sausage.
You ready for me to shock the world? Because
yes.
What if I told you that this was the greatest dog I've ever eaten in my life?
The tiger dog.
What if I told you? Just kidding, Neil Trumler, if you're watching. The Drum Dog reigns supreme. But this is an 8.9.
Yeah, that's really good. Tiger dogs,
I just
you
want
gotta
to make
try
Neil sweat there a little bit.
Drum Dogs in historic Grayson Stadium. Still the best hot dog you can find in the Northern Hemisphere. We haven't checked the other 3 yet. And now we had a kid run out on the field, so Dad had to grab the youngster and wrangle that little puppy. Tiger being taken off the field. And we're back to your regularly scheduled programming. Reese Alexiadis barreled a ball 100 miles an hour into the glove of Jake Skoll in right field his first time. This one, 109 miles an hour off the bat. Trackman loves Reese Alexiadis.
It is absurd what Reese Alexiadis has been able to do. The exit velocities on the balls he's put in play have been really encouraging, but as we saw in the second inning, he's hit into some tough luck outs, but nonetheless, almost 50% of Reese Alexiadis' balls in play this year have been hard hit, according to Trackman.
Well, even with the tough luck, he came into the ballgame hitting .333 with a .400 on base percentage. And that's a hot shot into left field from Bill Leroy. Not 109 miles an hour off the bat, 97 according to Trackman. But it will look the same in the scorebook. Inning-winning run pushed up to scoring position. Still nobody out. And here comes Jackson Olsen, who walked off the second inning with a 2-out base knock. Nice cutter there from Delano to jump ahead. Olsen with 4 walk-offs now on the season. As he shoots this one into, oh no! Noah Fisher! What a diving play, but the feed to second not in time, according to Brandon Castile. Good hustle there by Leroy.
And the Party Animals didn't seem too upset about the call over there at the dugout either. You didn't see a lot of looks to possibly challenge the call either from Castile, who, by the way, we mentioned in the last game, over 7 feet tall, the exact measurement, 7 feet 2 inches, the height of Brandon Castile.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Inning-winning run now 90 feet away. Here's Ryan Cox, who shanks it, backhanded by Baber, throw home! It dragged Dalton Cornett off the bag. Vincent Chapman right there. It'll be a walk-off for Cox, and we are tied at 2 points apiece. Let's get one more look at it. Party Animals could challenge this one. The fans could as well, and the fans will. So we get our first challenge here in Baton Rouge. None last night. Slap on the Riedel headsets, and let's get a look at it. Our great folks, an hour in the future in Savannah, Georgia, in the control room showing us again. Tough to tell from that angle. I think it's going to have to be a slow-mo from high home. Yep, here it is. Oh, Vincent's blocking us. Okay, we have the board. That's helpful. Thank you, Zach Frangelo. Oh, golly. Live, I thought he dragged the toe. And this is a great shot here. Gosh.
I'm just not seeing evidence to overturn this call. It's looking inconclusive for me.
It's as tight as we have. Boy, it is. It's darn close. I honestly thought Cornett dragged the foot in these angles.
We don't have the evidence to overturn this call.
Inconclusive. To the naked eye, I thought Cornett dragged it. But no great evidence to flip it. The Party Animals can't believe it. So the Bananas will tie this game. The Party Animals apoplectic, and a perfect time to get it to the Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll.
shows the passion of the Animals fans. I got Madison and Kate with me. Como se dice.
Party!
Tell me, Madison, why are the Party Animals your favorite team?
Because look at them, I love them so much.
Kate, what makes the Party Animals better than the Bananas?
Dude, the party never stops. It's so boring. We want to party over here.
Kate, it's your birthday, and you chose to spend your birthday at a banana ball game. What, is there anything better in the world to be doing?
No, absolutely not. Look at us, we're having a party.
Madison, who's your favorite party animal?
Ryan.
She loves Ryan Rodriguez. I also love Ryan Rodriguez. Biko, Josh, every game we go to, especially in Louisiana. Oh, Madison, we're in Louisiana. How cool is it to have that in LSU?
It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here on the grounds of LSU watching the Bananas and Party Animals. Best night ever.
Look at this whole section. It is unreal.
Number 12, Noah Fisher.
This place out with everywhere we go, especially in Louisiana. These guys are constantly gaining steam. Biko, Josh, party on, guys.
Thank you very much, Drake Toll.
Nailed it.
A lot of juice from those fans. Felt like I recognized one of them from a television show. Have to look into that. YouTube chat, do your thing in case you realized if one of those was a celebrity. Or both, all of the above. Our donut hitter leading off the 6th inning. 5-6-7 for the Party Animals. As Kyle gets back into the count. 2nd inning of work for Lewig's out of the pen. Fisher an RBI single that ended up driving in the decisive run in the 1st inning. Bounced out sharply to 3rd his last time. Cut and a miss! And free donuts for over 11,000 fans here in Alec Box Stadium.
Well, we'd seen across all of Ethan Scujay's starts to date entering tonight, he had struck out the donut hitter. Now, didn't accomplish that in tonight's contest, but the guy who comes in relief of him, Cowboy Kyle, he's got Scujay's back as Fisher goes down.
Dan Oberst and company tossing out sweet treats to the fans as you get another look. Kyle pulled the string, gets Fisher out in front of it. And the 7th year Banana with his first punch out. Now he sets his sights on his teammate across his first 2 campaigns in Banana Land. Tanner Thomas, a 2018 and 2019 collegiate Banana, now in his 3rd campaign as a professional party animal. Tanner, a single and a run scored in the 4th inning. Ended up being the inning winner for the boys in black and pink. Fights this one off, count still 2-2.
And with that single from Tanner Thomas in the 4th inning, he extended what's now an 11-game hit streak, the longest active streak in Banana Ball at the moment.
He's just 14 away from tying Reese Hampton for the all-time mark at 25 straight games. Almost halfway there. This one out of play, we'll get another payoff.
Really, the only odd thing about this hitting streak from Tanner Thomas right now is batting in the heart of this order, batting 6th. He has gone 7 consecutive games without a run batted in for the Party Animals. We've seen him batting with the bases empty a lot of the time like he is right now as he goes down swinging on the full count pitch from Cowboy Kyle. But also Tanner struggling just a little bit when batting with runners in scoring position.
How about the hip movement there? Here's Gillum. Dakota Stilts Albritton. getting an at-bat last night. We get some time at first base here this evening. And Kyle plants that one on the outside corner at 92 miles an hour, according to TrackNews. Slider, that looked like a changeup, righty on righty. A new pitch as of this tour for the 6'4" flamethrower for the Nanners, trying to strike out the side. 1-2 to 2018's hardest man to strike out in all of Division II baseball. Acuff doesn't go down on strikes, but he does hit into the second trick play of Super Reese's career.
An elaborate trick play from Reese Alexiadis. He surprised the crowd in Houston, Texas by acting like he wasn't going to wind up with the catch and tipping it back to himself going into a cartwheel. Here he nearly pulls it off the exact same way to get Kyle out of the 6th inning in 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
And as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 2 scoreless innings of relief for Cowboy Kyle in the rearview mirror, we welcome Jake Lealios into the broadcast. Oh, we've got you loud and clear, Big Tiger. No, this is what we came here, man. We're looking at your numbers on the year. You're having a terrific start to your tour.
Yeah, this was news to me. I didn't know we were going to be having this much fun today, but I'll take it.
When did you find out you're being mic'd up?
I don't know. There was maybe like 1 or 2 outs in that last inning.
Okay, perfect. That's the amount of prep we were hoping you'd have.
Oh, the boys are practicing for their dance, but we're going to send it down.
Yeah, one of them will cover the bag.
Daddy's ready. I don't know about them, but...
Okay, now they're done with their choreography.
Yeah, at this point, it is what it is. Like, we're as ready as we're going to be.
Tough spot for you here. No run support. You've got the top of the order.
Yeah.
Meadows, Howell, and Oberst, and you have a dance to perfect.
Yeah, I mean, don't really be surprised, but for now we'll focus on the formidable hitter that is Durr Meadows.
How do you like to attack Durr? Yep.
Student of the game.
Oh, give it to me, Vince. That boy.
That's a good spot.
That's a change-up, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, girl-on-girl change-up right there. I don't usually do that. Oh, that's a laser. Give me someone. Oh, how did we miss that?
Tanner Thomas boofed it, and this is big-time trouble. DR's got 3 bases for the price of 1 swing. You threw the out, Jake.
Josh, if you pull that a bit.
Jake, Jake, come on. I'm an honest scorekeeper here. I promise you, that's an E7.
You threatened to kill my broadcast partner. E7.
Again, I didn't get like the media prep on this one.
Yeah, this is how we like it.
Oh, Vince.
Oh.
Where? He's a big one. I'm gonna lose you right now.
Okay, go crazy, buddy. Oh yeah. Look at Jake go. You can feel the passion, the emotion, the energy in this dance. Lealios is saying so much while saying nothing at all.
Oh, that was the most overstimulating thing I've ever done in my life.
And you still got us.
You guys.
Yeah, sorry for play-by-playing your dance.
Yeah.
That's a great spot.
All right, there we go, Vince. Nice.
It's the same pitch as the first one. Attaboy.
There we go.
All right, what's the 2-2 pitch, Jake?
Whatever DC throws down, dude.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. God.
The good news, Lialios, it's an unearned run.
No kidding, man.
Hey,
that's brutal.
sorry for the late notice on the mic'd up. We
You're
appreciate
good.
you doing it, man.
You're good.
Jake Lialios, we can't wait to talk to you again in the future, dog.
Thank you, Jake.
Hey, we had a blast, man. We had fun, and that's the important part. All right, peace, Jake. There goes Jake Lialios, as he doesn't get any help from his defense, and the Bananas will jump out in front 3 points to 2. 3 innings still left on the docket. Cowboy Kyle and company saluting all the service members, both active and past and future, for that matter. Forget about those who will serve here in Baton Rouge tonight. We've never talked about that.
Man, that blew my mind.
It blew my mind.
You're a genius.
I mean, there's folks who will serve, and we should be saluting them as
Correct.
well. Welcome up into the broadcast booth, Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending your Big Tiger Friday with us. It's time to give away a pair of shoes, courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please, Josh. Let's get right into it. Crawfish. The buzzword is tiger. The buzzword is tiger. You got to hit the link in the comment section or the description of the video. Fill out all your contact information. And then when it says buzzword, put tiger.
This half-inning break by you is like blowing my mind right now. It's changing my life.
It's the Jake Lialios energy. He's taken me over. He's changed me as a human being.
I mean,
Yeah.
talking about future service members,
Yeah.
just belting out crawfish right before we say the buzzword.
Which is not crawfish.
You're on a new level.
It's tiger.
Yeah, Tiger.
Thank you.
That's what my good buddy Cowboy Kyle does a lot of the time when he's here for the buzzword.
Right. He did that last night. Tonight, he's on the mound, and he's going to try and keep the party animals off the board, which he has done for 2 straight innings.
Yeah, it's been really impressive work from Cowboy Kyle, working quick and controlling all of the things that he needs to out on the mound, really just pounding the zone, which is good because that last outing in Houston, Texas for Kyle, a little more erratic than we're used to seeing as he gave up a ball 4 sprint and a wild pitch in the 1 inning he worked.
The Louisiana kid, Taj Porter, quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Switch hitting extra hitter in the 8 spot. Behind him, Baber and Swan due to swing it here in the top of the 7th as Porter is plunked. He's been known to do that. Not his fault. It's his second hit by pitch on the tour, and looks like he's going to need some help from Fluke, Lialios, and Helton to get to first base, and they'll do the job. It's actually going to be DeClue down there with the toughest spot, getting those thunderous thighs of Taj Porter 90 feet down to first. And he will be immediately pinch run for by Jordan Hussein.
Now, if Jordan was going to pinch run for Taj, should they not have possibly lifted Jordan all the way to first base there? It's just a thought.
It would have been a lot easier. Hussein, about 6 foot, 165 pounds, give or take a couple. Taj Porter, much more dense, at 5'10", 225 pounds. You got about a 60-pound difference there for everybody keeping track at home without a calculator.
I mean, he could have pinch ran the hit by pitch, walk to the plate.
Correct.
Could have just instantly fallen to the ground and just gone numb.
Never seen before in Banana Ball. We try to give you something new every night, and we succeed in that. I think I can safely say Hussein off for second. Perfect throw from Leroy, and Hussein a dead duck. Bang, bang at second. It took a perfect throw, and that's what Bill gave him.
Excellent throw from Bill Leroy, who has thrown out 18% of base stealers this season. Not half bad for the Bananas backstop, who was only inserted into this game a couple innings ago with Cowboy Kyle.
So the hit batsman quickly eliminated. And Dustin Baber lifting this out into right center. DR Meadows will catch it, and after the fact kind of flip that over to his buddy, Mr. Alexiadis. Thought he might take a couple bites out of the banana ball there. Thinks better of it. And with 2 down, Jason Swan will swagger up to the dish. Jacksonville Kid a line out and then reached on a trick play missed in the 4th inning. That ended up scoring Tanner Thomas and won the inning for the Party Animals. We're looking for some offense here to try and pull even in the all-important points department. Beautiful pitch by Kyle. Just misses the outside corner. 90-mile-an-hour heater. Good call by Vincent Chapman. Trackman had it out by an inch. As Bill tries to frame the bouncer in front of the plate.
But I think even though you've got your 10-hole batter at the plate, you've got to remember he's batting .340 and has shown a lot of power this season as well. Already 2 home runs on the tour.
Yeah, this is the 2nd best batting average on the team. Chase Acuff in the 7-hole is pacing the Party Animals. Came in hitting .347. Swanee having a terrific sophomore campaign in banana ball. Cowboy Kyle trying to get a strikeout clap going here in the red stick. 2-2. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Another 2-2. Bounced to Ryan Cox. Under the leg, over to first. Just in time to get Swanee. Reggie Liggins with the call. And 3 up thanks to the caught stealing 3 down. Cowboy Kyle, 3 innings of scoreless relief.
And Ryan Cox all smiles after that trick play. Knew it was going to be an aggressive one. Swan getting down the line very well. But Eric Jones Jr. with a terrific stretch at first base was able to secure that 3rd out for the Bananas.
We've got to find our dancing first base coach, Maceo Harrison. There he is. He's going to get us to the bottom of the 7th. Mace, what do you got for us, man? Maceo trying to hip thrust his way around a security guard. He's trying to find his way to the 3rd base coach's box. And while he does that, the bottom of the 7th will begin. Zach Blankenship in for the Party Animals, greeted rudely by Dan Oberst to the right center field wall. He's thinking 3 bases, and he's going to have them. Sliding in there with the triple is the 6-year Banana, and the inning-winning run 90 feet away just like that.
And the 2nd triple we've seen in tonight's ball game between the Bananas and Party Animals, which is relatively impressive considering we'd only seen 3 triples through the first 14 games of this World Tour.
Yeah, that's Dan's first 3-bagger on the season. He leads the Bananas with 6 extra base hits. One behind Hampton and Skoll for the overall tour lead. Michael Vitamin D trying to make it 3 straight games with a walk-off. Infield in for the Party Animals. Blankenship, a funky lefty. Really tough one for a lefty like Mr. Deeb, who crumples after being plunked. That one right off his elbow guard, it looked like. He's going to lip sync his way out of the pain. Where is he? It's the dramatics. He did take a handful of drama classes in his football playing days at Notre Dame. Part of the reason why he's been a part of all 4 world tours here in Banana Land. And now you look at the numbers on the tour for Blankenship. And they're gone because we're back to a high-pressure situation. Danny Hosley, the tour leader in walk-offs last year. We're going to end the 7th inning with a Bananas winner. He was off on the pitch. We'll retreat back to first base. 2 for 2 on his stolen base attempts on the tour. And a cut and a miss from Hosley. Mighty hack. Had a heater towards the top of the zone. Count 2-2.
Yeah, kind of a surprising swing from Hosley considering he laid off that pitch. A couple ones earlier for Zach Blankenship, now fouls this one away.
Hosley, a couple pop-outs tonight. There goes Deeb again. This time he'll have second base stolen without a throw. And a payoff pitch coming to Haas. Ball 4 will win the inning for the Nanners. Trying to extend what is currently a 1-point lead. And Hosley continues to battle.
The Party Animals find themselves in a tricky situation, and this is what we've seen in a handful of the Banana Ball games lately. Once you get to this Party Animals bullpen, the Bananas just absolutely torch them. We saw them get after Lialios in the 6th inning, and now possibly have the chance to walk off Zach Blankenship, but he gets a big first strikeout, celebrates a little bit after King Hosley.
He pretty much primarily throws sinkers. There it was right there. 89 miles an hour above the zone. And now he starts Eric Jones Jr. off with a strike. Curveball, changeup, and a splitter also in the arsenal for Blankenship, and that one back up the middle. EJ has won the 7th inning. Nanners lead 4-2.
Nothing new for Eric Jones Jr. Yet another walk-off on this 2024 World Tour. And when you just look at a snapshot of EJ's season, he has come through time after time for the Bananas. When you look at him batting in leverage index situations, he just continues to bat well with runners on base in general and come through when he needs to for this team.
Really a beautiful group dance here from the Nanners. This is a direct look at what myself, Jason Swan, Brett Helton, Tanner Thomas, and Malachi Mitchell were all doing at KOK on Wednesday night here in Baton Rouge. Let's get it down to Drake Toll, our Party Animals correspondent. What do you got?
Hey, Josh. Hey, Biko. Look, I thought that we'd already finished off our Party Animals fans for the night. So then I met these guys, Parker and Parker. Parker as well. Who is your cousin?
Dominic Ford.
If you'll remember, guys, last night, Dominic was on the broadcast sitting in this very section, also a Party Animals fan. Kind of meet these guys, and they say, hey, my cousin was on the broadcast. Can we do the same thing? And I ask one question, who's your favorite team? And guys, who is your favorite team?
The Party Animals.
Tell me, Parker and Parker, why are the Party Animals your favorite team and not the Bananas?
Because they're better and their jerseys are better.
Because the jerseys are better. Now, you told me you guys have been to some Banana Ball games before. Did you come to the last game as a Bananas fan and you turned into a Party Animals fan?
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. And Parker, what's your favorite part of the Party Animal?
The Bananas suck, so it's easy.
He said it, not me. I get to keep my job. That's Parker and Parker. Josh, Biko, party on.
Thank you, Parker and Parker. Thank you, Drake Toll. There's some hot takes being fired off down there in the stands tonight. To the top of the 8th we go, top of the order for the Animals. 4th inning of relief for Kyle Lewigs as he gets that one on the inside corner. 0-2 count on the switch hitting center fielder Reese Hampton.
Yeah, the Bananas are going to continue to ride the hot hand in Cowboy Kyle, who is still yet to allow a hit to the Party Animals through 3 innings of relief. and he's only at 40 pitches as well for the Bananas.
Continues to pound the zone. He's been sitting about 90 to 92 miles an hour with the fastball. That slider was at 78. Mixing his pitches, getting some changeups in there as well. And with the two-seamer there, diving catch, D.R. Meadows to start the inning red hot for the Nanners.
Ryan Cox was really ranging out, thinking that he might go for an over-the-shoulder grab, but kind of pulled up at the last second, got the communication from D.R. Meadows that this is mine, and he makes a tremendous diving grab to start this 8th inning.
Hang a star on that one, and now set your sights on Bryson Bloomer, who comes up empty on a first pitch slider. That one came in at 81 according to TrackMan. Same pitch, same result.
And if I'm Cowboy Kyle here, I am staying with the slider. It's the pitch that he used very effectively against Bloomer on the last score. But Bloomer watches this one just a hair outside from Cowboy Kyle.
He took your advice. See what he does 1-2. Heater at 90 above the zone. These guys teammates on the 2021 Coastal Plain League champion Bananas team. Bloomer serves this one deep out to right, but Alexiadis backpedaling will grab it with a 360 to boot for out number 2. Josh, you're trying to contemplate what your eyeballs just sent to your brain.
That's exactly right. Reese Alexiadis, who is he pointing at there? Is he pointing at DR? Is he pointing at the fans?
Another look here. I think it's not a trick play.
I agree, and that's what I've been thinking so hard about.
But there's a lot
couldn't tell.
I could. I know what's going on in that beautiful mind of yours.
Pico. Easy.
But there's a lot of pizzazz on that F9. Now Jake Skoll. He's got a 1-1 count on him.
I feel like it's because he was not already going into the jump spin with that catch.
That's exactly what it is. 1-2 now on the Animals left fielder, who has been popping back and forth between left and right. Plays wherever he wants to play. He's Jake Skoll, everybody. Long run for Ryan Cox. He's the only guy who could possibly get here, and oh boy, came up just about an inch short as he went sliding and tumbling on the turf in foul territory.
Just a phenomenal effort from Ryan Cox, and you just see how badly he wants to win this ball game for the Bananas as well. Hitting the glove as he's running back to get into position. So close for Coxie.
Another life for Skoll. He uses it to bounce one to Jones. Hot shot over to Lewigs. No time for funny business. Cowboy Kyle, 4 innings of no-hit scoreless relief. He has been superb behind Ethan Skujay.
Just a terrific outing from Cowboy Kyle.
Let's light up the sky here. We're all going to join in, and let's sing some Yellow. Here we go.
More he could have done for this Banana squad tonight.
We'll have him up in the booth tomorrow night to talk about his unbelievable evening here on night 2 in Baton Rouge. We turn Alec Box Stadium yellow. 300
now let me hear you say it.
Straight sold out Bananas or Party Animals ball game. 300 in a row if you just count games the Nanners were involved in. And it's been a good one. 4-2 lead for the boys in yellow. Cowboy Kyle, a big reason for that. They could make it 5-2 with 1 run in this upcoming bottom of the 8th. Plenty of time on our 2-hour timer. Got through 9 innings, end around of showdowns last night in an hour and 58 minutes. We're on a pretty similar pace here in night 2 from the capital of the Pelican State. Home of the LSU Tigers. Our 6th stop out of 29 here in 2024. And we're only barely more than a month in, but I'm sure Jesse Cole, you're still feeling pretty good about this whole thing, huh?
The comeback kid, Biko Scala.
Hum, babe.
I know you're a little hard on yourself after last night's setup, but tonight you aced it, man. A+.
I did not love my performance an evening ago in the same spot.
It was a nightmare at dinner.
Yeah, it was
just harping on it.
Yeah, sloppy steaks after the ball game because of the tears I was shedding. Look at Dalton Ponce on the bump. We're all waiting for somebody to come up to the dish. It's going to be Alex Ziggy Ziegler. No bat tricks. He's just coming into the box. He's going to try and catch a barrel. As we look at Bill Leroy hanging out up in the stands. I don't think we were supposed to show that. Oopsies. Uh-oh, something special coming. Bill is on deck. Ziggy hitting in Reese Alexiadis' place here. Leroy came in for Brandon Crosby in the 5th. That is a beautiful bender. And Alex Ziggy Ziegler caught looking at a heck of a hanger. He's now 2 for 5 on the tour. Well, Ponce boogies. The fans erupt because this is a special one. Well, the full capacity crowd continues to sing away. The rain comes down in earnest, and what a shot! Bill Leroy with a line drive base knock, a bat flip to the moon. Here's Jesse Cole.
Because of the weather, and your winners tonight are your Savannah Bananas! Thank you all so much. We want you safe to get out of here before the weather. We love you guys so much, and go Bananas.
Well, because of the downpouring of rain, really more importantly because of the lightning that has been blasting throughout all parts of the outfield in the distance, we have to call this banana ball game after 7.5 innings, 7.5 plus innings of Nanners victory fortitude.
And I mean, it's an unfortunate situation again, the second game that we've had end due to some kind of weather delay, and of course in Jacksonville ending due to lightning, and here ending due to rain and lightning tonight. But
double duty.
There's nothing better for the crowd here in Baton Rouge to see Bill Leroy walk up to the plate, to calling Baton Rouge. And there are a couple observations. It makes perfect sense to do it when you've still got 19 minutes left in a banana ball game. And Dalton Ponce, the Party Animals pitcher, the entire time that this walk-up is happening, he is moving out there on the mound, just dancing it up, and that was wildly impressive to me to see from a Party Animal.
Yeah, Ponce's night ends very quickly. He gets a beautiful strikeout looking of Alex Ziggy Ziegler. Then he watches Bill make a long trip to the dish, line drive, base knock, ball game over. So the Nanners improved to 9-6. The Party Animals the inverse at 6-9, and this all sets up a rubber match tomorrow. It'll be same place, same time. First pitch 7 p.m. Central.
And overall, we saw kind of a return to the banana ball formula we've seen in some of these games. Of course, Party Animals jumping out against the banana starting pitchers, or against the bananas batters,
right?
Or starting pitchers.
There
excuse me.
Yep.
But come the Party Animals bullpen, the Bananas jumped all over Jake Lee-Elias, Zach Blankenship, and were possibly poised to do it to Dalton Ponce yet again. So Party Animals still trying to figure out how to navigate their bullpen and figure out, which spots to be pitching guys in and how to get these Bananas batters out, because they are really tough the later the game goes on.
For the Bananas, bullpen management was very simple tonight. Ethan Skujay goes 4 innings, strikes out 6, allows 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, drops a couple points because of a trick play missed that ends up really killing him. But Cowboy Kyle Lewicks comes in, throws 4 innings, no hits, no runs, and unbelievable stuff there from the 7-year Banana.
It might have been a showman of the night worthy performance from Cowboy Kyle, of course. Got the donut batter to strike out, was a part of some unique celebrations, of course, with his battery mate Bill Leroy. And again, this was a big outing for Cowboy Kyle. He wasn't off to the hottest start this season, and he had some bad luck behind him defensively for the most part. At least that's what the advanced metrics have suggested. But Cowboy Kyle just continued to pound the zone and hit the corners. It was an impressive outing from him tonight. Just such a big rebound to see.
100%, 90 to 92 miles an hour, all outing long with the heater, dotting it both sides of the plate, changeup, slider, curveball, had the whole mixture going, cutter, two-seam. I mean, the guy is a professional in every meaning of the word. Let's give away a pair of shoes courtesy of our friends of Zappos. You think that's a good idea?
I would love to.
Yeah, I think that would be absolutely delightful. Drum roll, please, Josh.
Oh, I thought we were going to do it. I thought we were going to do the thing.
Yeah, I said Baton Rouge. That was tough. Evan Wyndham, congratulations on your free pair of shoes, courtesy of our good pals at Zappos. Before we shut this broadcast down and say hello to you again tomorrow night for the rubber match, we have to shout out the cast and crew that braved the elements and brought this broadcast to you. It always starts with the Iron Horse of BTV, Emerson Elmgren on the third base camera, and you are hearing a lot of Lex Fowler as well. Lex dominating the third base camera. When it came to high home, that was Tate Ellsworth. Check that, Tate Eisworth. Unbelievable. Back-to-back nights, Tate dominating that high home camera. That's important stuff. On the low home, Nick Lopez. Great work, Nick. And on the center field cam, Adam Gattuso. That is a trifecta of incredible Tigers from LSU helping us out. On the high first, Kylie Sadomka. That's why it was perfect all night long. On the wireless, Clayton Franklin running all over this field. Bunch of hits with our good pal Party Animals correspondent Drake Toll. On the utility, miking up a bunch of cats tonight. You know him, you love him. It is DJ Squint's Nick Kelly. Now, an hour in the future and a bunch of hours closer towards the East Coast, you find our studio. That would be directed by Griffin Ellis in the control room. Our technical director, Arch Pingle. That is an incredible dynamic duo, calling out the shots on the former and executing when it comes to the latter. On the replay, Kwanzi, one name, you know him, you love him. He's giving you all the looks you want to see once, twice, thrice, quadrupice? Maybe. I don't know.
That'll play.
Maybe, possibly. On the audio, Freddie Ross. Yeah, Freddie. That's what I'm talking about. Dynamic work on the ones and the twos. The score bug handled by Michael Basista. Old dependable. Are you kidding me? Michael's the best. And on the graphics, Julia Massey. Who else? On the statistics being updated on said graphics, Mikey O'Connor. Now that is what you find when you look up dynamic duo in the dictionary. Chat moderators, Colbyte_ and Scott Thompson, the best in the biz when it comes to that amazing community. Our K-Club queen, Millicent Bean Supreme, that would be Melissa Beal. Our YouTube king, Zacharias Bro. Our Louisiana man, and our video legend, Chris, the Italian rapscallion Sachi. It takes an army to put this whole thing on. I already said his name, but Drake Toll, thank you so much for all your party animals corresponding. That guy is incredible. Thank you so much as well to Taj Porter, as well as Jake Lialios. And that's it. 2 mic'd ups tonight. Fact check me.
And Will Clark for joining us in the booth.
That's a fact. Will
go.
the Thrill. Are you kidding me? A legend, hopefully a future Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. The guy absolutely deserves it. What a true mensch. He'll be hanging out with us tomorrow as well. Thank you so much to our executive producers of Bananas Television. The lightning's starting to spook me. I'm like a.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm like
You're
an
good.
animal in
You're
a
good.
storm right now. Our executive producers of Bananas TV. That's helping a lot. Jared Orton, as well as Emily, Carey, and Jesse Cole. Thanks so much to the coordinating producer of Bananas Television, Chad Reese. He is the straw that stirs the drink. And Josh Talevsky on the statistical savanting and color coordinating. You were excellent.
Biko Scala, great job tonight. Let's get you home before this lightning spooks you too bad.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday to Steve Kellogg. Can't wait to see you after this ball game. For everybody on our crew, I am, in fact, as he said, Biko Scala, wishing you a fantastic Friday night. Happy Big Tiger Friday. Rubber match tomorrow. 4-2 win for the Nanners this evening. We will see if Louisiana will be painted black and pink or a beautiful shade of yellow. That will be 7 p.m. Central first pitch, 6:30 p.m. on the pregame Central Time tomorrow night. The lightning is flashing. That is our cue to see you later. And, in fact, until we see you tomorrow night, we'll see you later!